Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're inside today because I want to start talking about breeding rabbits. Hopefully she doesn't jump off the bed. If you're wondering why the cage is here, I'm going to explain that later. Yeah, the top's closed for a reason because we're not doing that right now. She's bad funny. So we're going to start talking about breeding rabbits. And I have to start out by saying, please, 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 do not just get two random rabbits and breed them. That's not the way this should work. It's not a good idea. Please don't do that. There are three main reasons people should breed rabbits. For shows, for fiber, if you have a fiber breed. I don't. This is a Holland Lop. So Gemini's a Holland Lop. She does not produce fiber. You're looking at Angoras and Jersey Woolies if you're looking for fiber breeds. She's not a fiber breed. You don't breed Holland Lops for their wool because they don't have wool. But some people also breed them for meat. Well, I don't love the breeding for meat. I do understand that rabbits are livestock to a lot of people. I breed for show. What you should not do is breed just to breed. They're not a good way to make a quick buck. You should not be breeding substandard rabbits, and you should not be breeding mixed breed rabbits. Capricorn, that's enough with the scratching. We'll get to you. I know, we'll get to you. You're a good boy. So, you should really only be breeding for specific reasons, and you shouldn't overbreed. There's a lot involved in improving a breed, and really, if you're going to be breeding, you should breed to improve your breed. There's a lot involved. There's a lot to learn. You want to make sure your breeding program is full of happy, healthy rabbits. You don't want overweight rabbits. You don't want underweight rabbits. So she's a really good weight. She's a really good weight right now, which is why we're talking about breeding now, because I do intend to breed her later today. So you don't want them overweight or underweight. You don't want them to have, you don't want them to have health problems. So Holland Lops do tend to have a couple of genetic problems that can crop up. My lines don't have that. And you absolutely should not, under any circumstances, breed a rabbit that has some of those deformities, the genetic deformities. For Holland Lops, they can have a little bit of trouble breathing just because if you look at their profile, they have a little stubbier face. So that kind of thing can crop up. So I actually breed for a slightly longer face. So she has a slightly longer face than some Holland Lops. Still within the standard, but slightly longer face just because it's better for the breed if they're not all quite so stubby. Okay, so you want to breed for health. You want to breed, yes, to standard, but to standard in a way that makes sense. You don't want to breed anyone who has abnormalities, health issues, or has faults. So at this point, someone's going to tell me, well, has a fault. She's Vienna marked. Yep, she is. Yes, guys, that's why you're in there and you're out here, because I don't want you guys breeding right this second. You can wait. No, you guys can wait. They're quite interested in each other, which is nice, but they're separated for a reason, because I want to talk about how to breed them. He's only in there. He doesn't live in there. Anyone who's watched my previous videos knows that they run around like mad rabbits. Sometimes they're in the living room. Sometimes, it just depends. So, they don't live in there. They are getting interested in each other, and this is a good thing. I'll talk about why in a minute. Yes, thumping. Great. I know. But you're frustrated. Too bad. No, you can't get in there. We're going to have some rabbit chaos. Anyway, so rabbits are not like cats and dogs. If you are going to breed them, remember to do it responsibly. Remember to research your breed. Remember to talk to other people who know your breed really well. They're crazy rabbits. They're absolutely insane. So you don't want to breed irresponsibly. If you're breeding for a specific breed, like I breed Holland Lops and I breed Rexes. These are Holland Lops right here. Hi, sweetie. So I breed Holland Lops, and I breed them one to standard. I know she's not to standard because she's Vienna marked, but I breed specifically Vienna marked and blue-eyed whites. And blue-eyed whites are to standard and can be shown, at least where I am. So she's Vienna marked, he's Vienna carrier. I'll explain that probably in the next video. So, breed responsibly. Now, rabbits are interesting when it comes to reproduction, because they're not like cats and dogs. A female rabbit doesn't go into season. She doesn't come into heat. they're induced ovulators. Yes, guys. I'm sorry, you're kept apart right now. I know, you guys, this is a good thing. They're getting interested in each other, which will make the next video that much shorter. Hi, sweetheart. So, they are induced ovulators, meaning that she won't ovulate until he mates with her. Yeah, he's locked in here for a reason. This is not where he lives. Don't put rabbits in a cage this small. This is ridiculous for a size for a living space. It's not good. But for breeding, this works perfectly. You'll see in the next video. Anyway. Hi, sweetie. So, yep. They're induced ovulators, so she won't ovulate until he mates with her. Okay? That means they're pretty much always ready to go. So, except for a few days a month, she may not accept him. It's possible for a doe to accept a buck at any time of the year, but there are certain times when she's just more likely to accept his advances. If your doe has been really restless, and they're doing this a lot every time they get within sight of each other, that's why I've been really careful the last couple weeks, because they actually really want to breed. And we're going to do it. We will. I promise, guys. You guys can all just calm down. Yeah. Everyone can just calm down. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, you can also tell, if you look at your female's genitals, they should be more red instead of pink. You're only going to notice the difference if you look at your rabbit all the time. And I do. So, you do want to take a look if you know what you're looking for. If you don't, you can just give it a shot. And if they breed, they breed. If they don't, then you try again in a few days. A doe has 2 uterine horns, each with its own cervix. So the uteri both usually carry kits from breeding with a single buck. But it is possible for a doe to become pregnant by 2 different bucks, and at 2 different times. You kind of want to avoid that. So if I want her to carry basically 2 litters, I would breed her twice today. I could breed her to him twice today, or I could breed her to another buck today. I'm only going to breed her once today. I want a smaller litter from her. So if you want a bigger litter, you can breed them twice in the same day. But if I were to breed her today, and then I wait a week, and I breed her to another buck next week, when she goes into labor to deliver the first set of kits, she's going to deliver all the kits. So you're going to end up with a bunch of dead kits because the ones that were conceived a week later are not ready. So don't leave your females with a male after they've been bred. It's not smart, because you could end up with 2 litters from 2 different times, and then one of those litters is going to die. I know you guys are frustrated. I feel ya. I'm getting to it. I promise. So we have got our rabbits. Now you want to... Yes, sweetheart, I know. But you want to make sure your rabbits are in good health. Now, I have a vet that visits our farm 4 times a year, and he assures me that these guys are in great health. And she's obviously ready to do this. And if you look, it's easier because she's out of the cage. But she's got nice, clear eyes, nice, healthy coat. She is vibrant. Capricorn's making a bunch of noise. So she is healthy and ready to go. She's at a good weight. She's not underweight. If you're not sure if your rabbit's in good condition, talk to your vet. Talk to your rabbit vet. That might be an exotic vet where you live. That might be a farm vet, and that's fine too. But if you're not sure that they're in good condition to breed, ask your vet. They'll know. It is especially important for the female. Obviously, you want to breed a healthy buck, and he's real healthy as well. But it's especially important for the female to be in good condition, because she's the one who has to carry the babies. So he's actually just finished his molt, so he actually looks better than he did. He doesn't look quite so crazy. But she finished her molt like a couple months ago. I always wait a couple months after they finish their molt, their yearly molt. Mine molt twice a year. And I don't like breeding them right when they are molting or when they've just finished their molt. So she finished her molt a couple months ago, and now she's ready to go. He finished his molt just recently, but that's not as important for the buck. He's not the one that has to carry the babies. He's not the one that has to put in the work. we only need them for 30 seconds. She needs to do the work. So she needs to be in excellent condition. The week before you breed, up her pellet intake. Okay, that's what I do. So for the last week, she's been on a slightly higher pellet intake. So she's been eating a little bit more, helping to get her weight up. She's in really good condition. She's not overweight. You can see she doesn't have a giant butt skirt or anything. So she's not overweight. She's a good weight. This is a good thing. Good time for her. So, thank you, Capricorn. He's getting frustrated. So the health and well-being of your rabbits and your kits depend on good timing, but also scheduling for yourself. It also depends on the age of your rabbit. So how old should your buttons be before you breed them? Okay, she's a very small breed. She's 2.5 pounds, all soaking wet. So she's a very small breed. Holland Lops are smaller. So are some of your Netherland dwarfs, your dwarf hot tot, those kind of things. They're quite small. So you want to wait. You want to wait for them. I wait till they're 8 months. Okay, I don't breed before 8 months old. Yes, sweetie. And with a medium breed like my Rexes, I don't breed them till they're 10 months old. And if I were breeding a large breed like a Flemish or a Continental, then I wouldn't breed them till they were a year. Okay, larger breeds take longer to mature. Some people like to breed a little earlier than that. I don't. I've seen people breed rabbits as young as 4 months. Please don't do that. If you are going to breed, do it responsibly. Make sure your rabbits are old enough to do it. A young mother, it ends up tragic a lot of the time. So please, you a crazy bum. So please wait until your rabbits are fully mature, especially for the females. Males, you can sometimes breed a little bit younger because they don't have to do the carrying. But for a female, please wait until she's fully mature and ready to be a mama. So do have some other considerations. You have to consider your own timetable. So this is February. This is February 1st. I'm breeding them on February 1st. So the videos may not get posted till like February 2nd or 3rd, but this is February 1st right now. So that's when I'm breeding. These guys, the outdoor rabbits, I'm not breeding yet. And I'm doing that because it works for my schedule, and these are indoor rabbits. They do not have to worry as much about the weather. For my outdoor rabbits, they're not getting bred until it starts to warm up. It's minus 40 outside today. We're not breeding low-key outside until probably beginning of April. That's probably what we're going to do because it's freaking cold. And we do not want mamas having babies out in the cold. Not that they can't. I know plenty of breeders where they have. I just don't like doing it. Because sometimes a doe is usually pretty good at looking after her babes. Really, she is. A mama's really good at it. But sometimes they fall short in the nest building. Thank you. In the nest building thing. Sometimes they're just not good at it. And if they fall short in the middle of winter, the babies could die before you even get out there. So I don't like breeding in the wintertime. Okay, for outdoor rabbits. I am breeding in February for early March babies, and they will go to their new homes end of May. That's my plan here. I also do not ever breed so that I'll have babies going home at Easter. All you have to do is look at the number of rabbits that are abandoned come the week after Easter, and you will know why. So if you are going to breed, do not breed so that you'll be rehoming around Easter. I also don't breed so that I'm rehoming around Christmas. Okay, because those 2 times a year is a lot of times when rabbits are returned or rabbits are abandoned because someone couldn't take care of them. So that's what I do. You can do that too if you like, but you should also have a policy in place that you take back a rabbit if someone doesn't want it. That doesn't mean you give back their money. It means that you just take the rabbit back. I do that. I take back any rabbit that I breed. It is always welcome back here. I will not return the money. I don't run a rent-a-rabbit show. But don't eat my blanket. I don't own a rent-a-rabbit show here, but I will take a rabbit back because I'd rather take it back and either keep it or find it a new home than my rabbits end up in a rescue. That's not happening. Okay? So those are the basics of getting started in breeding. I am going to talk about actual breeding of the rabbits in the next video. This is too long. So in the next video, probably tomorrow's video, you will see me actually breed them. He's in here for a reason. I'll explain that. So we will come back probably tomorrow. And I'm actually breeding them today, but the video may not be posted until tomorrow. And we will check up on them, and I will show you hopefully a successful breeding as long as these two are cooperating. It does require the cooperation of both of them. So hopefully we will see you tomorrow.